Hey there everyone and welcome back to episode 21 of the FIFA 17 Road to Glory. Last episode I did wasn't even with face cam because I was a little bit ill. I'm still a little bit ill, but I think I'm fine and we're going to dive into an episode. Today I went on FIFA and it's a Wednesday today and they've updated loads of profile pictures which looks really cool. Like the whole Barca squad's updated. That's our Bundesliga, no not our Bundesliga, our like hybrid squad with like Russian League and stuff and Bundesliga. These were the players that sold on last episode, and you would have been able to see the coin amount earlier on in the episode whilst I was doing the intro. We are indeed on 50,000 coins now. You will be able to see it if you stick around for FIFA in a while. A few of these player profile pictures haven't been updated, as I said earlier. I know the whole Barca squad has, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But today I wanted to build a new team, and I had a lot of lone players on my club, which I usually hate. I'm just hanging around the start, but I thought I'd use a few of them, and I already got a lot of them already in my club, so I thought, let's get another one. Riyad Mahrez, storm in the club. We've got 10 games with Mahrez, and that's the PPL team I want to build. Of course, we've got all the Bundesliga on the bench. We've got some good players in there like Pereira, Ericsson, Zuma, Reed, Shaw and Remy all coming in to accompany all the lone players. We've already got the likes of Hazard and Butland, and just like that, the squad is built, and it looks very tasty. I did not spend a lot of coins in this squad too. I think Ericsson was my most expensive player, and that was because I just wanted to find one with 7 contracts and 99 fitness. My OCD really gets me about that. I wanted to get fresh players. But I just wanted to show you some of my all-time record, my divisions form and stuff. That one loss was actually in a FUT Champions game, the only FUT Champions game I've ever played on this account, and the only one I will ever play, because I've already mentioned I'm not going to be playing FUT Champions on this channel this year at least. But probably not next year too, especially not now that I have like, exams and stuff. There's no point. But we come against our first opponent here with our new Premier League squad. We've got Inform Perisic, Inform Muriel, Man of the Match Salah, Inform Parolo, Pjanic, Nainggolan, Alexandra Miranda, Dani Alves and Buffon, and then also Man of the Match Koulibaly. One of the best squads I've ever seen, but I went into this one expecting him to be a good FIFA player. I didn't realise it was actually only Division of 7. I just let him run on me. The nerves were getting to me. As you can see, I didn't clear the ball there. I was jolty on it. I just didn't start playing enough FIFA. And as you can see, when I do, I go 1-0 up with Loic Remy in the 7th minute. One of the best cheap cards to get on the game. Under 1,000 coins. And what a deal it is to get him. He's an absolute predator. It's the first one I've used in this year. And I love him. He's so good. But I mean, what a finish that is. As we're building up again here, and once I forgot about all the players he had, like all of the men, apart from Buffon, I did not forget about him. I can tell you that, he was making some incredible stops. But once I forgot about all the Salahs, all the pace he's got up front, I just started knocking it around, and then look at that for a trademark Riyad Mahrez goal. That is just world class from the lad, and of course the cheeky knee side to finish off. But a beautiful finish, and we're 1-0 up here inside 19 minutes of the game. It's just a brilliant start, and as I said, also I forgot about all of the big names he has in my squad. I started to really play some good football. It was only around about like the 20th minute after he scored this goal that I realised I have a Hazard, I have a Mahrez, I've got Butland, I've got Bellerin, I've got some of the best Premier League players, I've got Ali in there, I've got Ericsson. Sure, I've got a really good BPL squad that should really be swiping out Division 7, and as I was playing early on, it was. He went and scored there, but immediately we reply here with a Loic Remy thunderbolt into the top corner. Another brilliant finish by him, and an absolutely sumptuous celebration too. But then look at those blue gloves. That is what happens when you put them in a red kit. It does look a little bit silly. I know Zuma's got them too, but what can you do? I remember Benteke had them. They are a little bit trademark in my Building Bridges series. As you can see here, Ericsson goes on amazing when I tried to get the shot away. It's a really good save anyway by Buffon, but I believe it is Kalidou Koulibaly who just strips him down there. I'm not entirely sure if this was a spot kick. You can see on the replay here, I go twisting around everyone after another really good interchange move. He does put his arm on me, but is that enough to get a penalty? Let me know in the comment section down below. But as you can see here, I step up with Hazard. Don't take a lot of time to think about it. Just shoot, and it eventually goes in. Now Hazard in this squad wasn't actually that good for me. And I wouldn't usually, I'm telling the truth here, because you know I'm a Chelsea fan, you know how much I love Hazard. He was probably the worst player in the squad, which is really weird. And man I loved is the man celebrating there within Pereira. I did not know he was that tall. He plays like bloody well in Zonzi, how he dominates midfield, it's incredible. And what he gives you attacking League 2 is unbelievable. So one of the best cheap pickups I've ever found. We're beating this guy 4-1, dominating possession. We've got 9 shots, 9 on target, 100% shot accuracy. He's only got 2 shots and 2 on target, and he's also scored. We go into the second half here. I sweat it across, and Mahrez makes it 5-1. Very easy finish in the end there, and as you can see, he's had enough, and he's rage quit. Fair enough, we're dominating him, probably could have been like 10-1 at the end of the game, just breaking him down far too easy. You can see the goals and assists there for everyone. And yeah, we end the game off with a few more coinage coming into the account. Really want to get all those coin unlocks over. So play all these games, get the 200 coin ones. But as we go into longer divisions, so I bought all the other ones in sooner matches. In late matches when I'm playing later on, we will need to have 1,000 coins per game, which is going to be very, very tasty. But this squad just played so well, I wanted to dive into another game with it. The fitness really wasn't low because they only played a half of football. So we're going against a Premier League squad, and he's got Begovic in goal. It's a back five with JJ, Walcott, Cahill, Mustafi and Matip, Herrera, Ramsey, Milner, and then Rashford and Vardy up front. Now you would have been able to see in the top right, he's got a little speaker on, and he was speaking the whole game. And I am going to ask you guys right now if you want a separate video on some of the stuff he says. I'll keep the footage. I've got it all recorded of some of the stuff he's saying, and it is absolutely hilarious if I just put it up, because he was raging. And as you can see here, he goes and scores the sweatiest goal to start off here, just a 4th minute. And I was a little bit worried right now, but considering he had the voice of a 10-year-old, I was also thinking, come on, let's do something here, boys. He goes through with Vardy, and he sweats it across, and he was going on to me all game, like how I'm jammy and sweaty and doing all of this kerfuffle, and as you can see here, I'm just dominating him, but he still is in the lead, and that's really all that matters. We start pinballing the passes around here, some one-touch. Begovic's 6'7" frame is all that's keeping him in it right now, but in the 25th minute we go through with Remy. It's a tucked-in finish, and it's his 3rd goal in just 2 games for the club. He's doing really, really well for us, and this guy was, of course, raging. But even though in the second half he starts like throwing stuff everywhere, he's one of those panicky 10-year-olds, and he was just not happy with what was going on. Then I did some of my Trent through the midfield with Pereira again, set up Remy, and that's a dynamite finish there for his 4th goal in 2 games, and he's got 2 in each, and he's speaking all this nonsense saying how sweaty I am, even though he scored the sweatiest goal I've ever seen, and we're just playing some good football trying to win the FIFA game. But Pereira, I mean, he's just an absolute animal. I love him. He's one of the best players I've ever used. I didn't even realise it till today. He goes through immediately after the goal, of course, still speaking and everything with Vardy, and yeah, I understand why he may have got a little bit angry at that goal. We get it with Eriksen here. He shoots, it hits off the post, but you'll be able to see in a minute, it hits off Bego and just goes into the bottom corner. Begovic was keeping him in this, but after this moment, he certainly wasn't keeping him in this because he was starting to collapse a little bit. But this was just me knowing how easy the game was, and I was just bouncing the passes around. Morris bang on there with the right back to JJ, keeping him onside, and it's a brilliant finish, and he's going on like, oh, I fucking hate you, Morris, and he says all this shit, and he's just getting completely mental at this stage. So I really do want to make a separate video on this, just a little bit for you guys to laugh at. I don't know what to call it, like guy gets angry at FIFA or something, and you guys can just watch me reacting to it, because honestly, it was just a bit retarded what he was saying. Like, as a 10-year-old, just getting completely mad, screaming everywhere. And as you can see at half time, he was getting so pissed about me passing around the back, so it just triggered me to do more. And as you can see here, I ended up with 71% possession, just tapping it around, and he was screaming. I was like chipping it over his head, my goalie. It was absolutely brilliant. As you can see here, we're starting to really rack up some attacks. Now, what is Begovic doing? He's like crawling around on the floor out there. A good block in the end, and he clears it. Only as far as to Mahrez, and we're still piling on the pressure. And it's a good save by Begovic in the end, actually. But Eriksen tucks out for a goal kick. Building up again here, and Ander Herrera's already been booked. And at this point, he's screaming, saying, oh, it's not a red card, and all of this nonsense. And of course, Mehmet Yildiz is dishing out the cards, and he's off. Ander Herrera is gone. So as you can see, we're now 4-1 up against the 10-year-old, screaming, completely getting out of hand, and he's now down to 10 men. So yeah, it's becoming an issue, especially when Rami nicks in there for the cheeky corner tactic through 2 people's legs. Epitomises the performance really of how annoyed he was getting. At this point, I was just laughing too much to do any more. I just couldn't really do anything. I was just passing around the back trying to take the mick out of him. And yeah, guys, he ended up scoring there with Milner. I literally don't even care. We still got a 3-goal margin. It's still 5-2. And to be honest, I will indeed take it. Goes through Butland's legs. I literally did nothing towards the end of the game. Just started messing around. Remy in the end actually has 8 shots and 3 goals. So a good performance by him. That's a hat-trick of him. That means 5 goals in 2 games for the Crystal Palace striker on loan from Chelsea. I'm not sure if I want him back next year at Chelsea. I think he could be good, like off the bench. I know how much of a poacher he is. He proved that in the 2 seasons he's been at Chelsea. But we've got some good players coming through, like Tammy Abraham and Isaiah Brown, Jeremy Boga. I don't know if I want him, But 3 wins out of 3 in the division. We are definitely having a good streak in the road to glory right now. And this was my team, and it played really, really well. But one of the key aspects about my team is pace. And despite Eriksen creating a lot of stuff, he didn't have pace, and I didn't really like it. And I thought, I bought him for so much, I'll sell him for 500 coins under, get a quick sale, because he was going for like 6.8k at the time. So I listed up for 6.7k. And I already mentioned earlier why I bought him for so much, and that was because I wanted the basic chem style on him. But I go on the market and see a Lanzini here for 750 coins, completely fresh too. And it's just an absolute bargain. It's just going to be so much cheaper than Eriksen. So I'm going to put him in the club for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching this one. Leave a like on it if you have enjoyed it. Eriksen is now sold on. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, peace out.